What's up, guys? First off, sorry about the no shirt. I literally just got finished doing Corona Can't Stop Us WOD 19. So I'm a little sweaty, a little tired. Legs feel like jello. Tomorrow they're going to be on fire, but good thing is we don't really have to use them too much in our workout tomorrow or today, depending on when you watch a video. So first things first, I hope you guys saw my video yesterday. If not, I'm going to re-mention it. Remember, every post that you post and tag Ionic CrossFit on Instagram, make sure you use the top button and then hit mentions and then type in Ionic CrossFit just so I can repost it. Unless you don't want me to repost it, then obviously just type in @Ionic CrossFit and then I'll see it, or it'll be on there so I can see it later to tally up all the times that you posted. So at the end of the month, one male, one female, will get a free month depending on who is chosen randomly out of a hat. The more workouts you do and post, the more entries you get. So please keep doing that. I did see a lot more people posting today than we did, say, last Wednesday, which is good. That means hopefully it's working a little bit to keep us a little bit motivated. I did this workout. I know last week I only did a couple workouts because I'm in the same boat as everybody else. I get just as, say, frustrated or lack of motivation or whatever, maybe just like the rest of you do. So I feel the same way. It happens to all of us. But hopefully this helps all of us stay on track a little bit more. I do believe, hopefully, at the end of this month, that we will be back in business. And if so, then two people will get a free month. We'll be back in business and we won't have to worry about it. And this will be just a fleeting memory in months to come. Now, Corona Can't Stop Us WOD 20. To start, our warm-up is 10 push-ups, 15 air squats, and 20 V-ups. We should all know what these movements are, but if not, you're gonna lay down flat, touch your chest to the ground, press all the way up to extension, and then back down. For your push-ups, air squats, squat below parallel, try and keep your chest up as much as possible. Drive those knees out on the way down so they stay out over your shoebox or your foot to keep your knees nice and safe. And then 20 V-ups where you're laying flat on your back. You're gonna reach down, touch the ground behind you, reach up, try and touch your toes. If you can't touch your toes, touch your socks. If you can't touch your socks, touch your calves. If you can't touch your calves, touch your knees. Either way, wherever you're at, that is where you are for now. That is not where you'll be forever. As long as you are doing it, you will continue to get better, and then before you'll know, you'll be touching your toes. After those 3 rounds, stretch your legs, because I know my legs are just getting tired just sitting in this position that I'm in right now, just because of how smoked they are from today's workout. I hurt my ankle this weekend, so I put in the assault bike. Yay! So I did 10 calories of the assault bike instead of the double unders today. So my legs are a little bit fried. Today's workout, or tomorrow's workout, is 5 rounds for time, 20 handstand push-ups or pike push-ups, 40 towel rows, and 60 hip drops, so 30 per side. With the handstand push-ups, if you can do them inside and on a wall safely, please try not to use a wall that is drywall unless you're very comfortable in it. Think of it this way, like the wall at the gym, the green wall where the rack is under the rig, is drywall, and we've gone through it. Now, a lot more people are going in that same spot over and over, so maybe it got weaker over time and eventually just busted in. The last thing you want to be doing on this quarantine is replacing a wall or paying somebody to replace it for you because you're doing handstand push-ups and your butt went through the wall, or your heels or something of that nature. So please be careful if you're doing these on a wall inside. Try and find a cement wall outside. It'll be a lot better, probably safer, so you don't have to worry about that. If you don't have handstand push-ups, you're doing pike push-ups. The pike push-ups are here, where your heels are slightly off the ground. You're trying to create, so if you're doing them like this and you're just pressing up and down, yes, it's gonna be adding a little bit more shoulders than normal, but the goal is to drive your head through. See now my butt to shoulders is a lot more, the angle is a lot less. So now when I come down, it's a lot more weight on my shoulders. The more you can try and get that head through and touch the ground and come up, the harder it'll be. If you can put your feet up or your knees up on a chair, that again will make it even harder, but the goal is to get your hands, your head as close to your hips as possible, so you can be up and down and make it as hard as you can. It's 20 handstand push-ups, and then 40 towel rows. I put towel, but it's actually sheet rows. I just realized that as I read that. I posted a video, it's something I saw today. Basically, you're folding up a big long sheet into his width of that to where it'd be nice and thick. Tie a knot on each end, and then you're basically gonna take one knot and throw it over the top of your door, and then shut your door, and then pull the towel tight to where that knot comes on the inside of that door and secures in there, so you can literally hang on that sheet and pull and do ring rows with it. You're gonna wanna pull the knot out of the bottom to open up that sheet as much as you can, so you can try and make it to where you're actually doing something like this instead of holding on like this and pulling. You're gonna wanna have to open it up a little bit. I suggest if your door closes so say your door's, you walk into a room here, whatever room it may be, or you're walking, say, out of your door, depending on which way your door opens. Say you're walking into, say we're gonna go with your master bedroom. Your master bedroom door is gonna open up into the room, right? So if you are in your room doing it, you're not pulling against the strong part of the outside of the door, the frame. So you're gonna wanna be outside of the room, pulling against the frame so you don't mess up the door. That knot, you'll pull it right through that. If you pull it, you're not gonna pull the knot through it, but it's gonna flex the top of the door if it doesn't have that frame to pull up against. So make sure you are on the outside of your inner doors, pulling against it when you're doing that, just so you don't damage your door. Again, you don't want to, in the middle of this quarantine, have to replace a door frame because of a workout. Just be mindful with that. And those are your ring rows. You're gonna make them as hard as you can. Try and get your feet as close as you can to that door to get as flat as you can, to make it as hard as you can. It is a whole bunch of them, so be mindful of it. You're gonna have to break it up, obviously, probably in sets of 10 all the way through, or maybe even less, wherever you're at. Again, the harder you make it, the stronger you will get, and eventually you won't have to do those anymore. Hip drops. It is 60 total, 30 per side. What we're looking for is a forearm on the ground. You can't see my forearm, but you're extended here in like a side plank. My left foot is on top of my right foot. You can't really see it here. You know what? Let me. Ooh. Yeah, how about that? So now you can see my left foot is on top of my right foot. I'm holding a side plank. You drop your hips to the ground, keep the shoulders nice and high, and then pick up here. You should feel it on the right side of your obliques. You're gonna do 30 on this side, and then flip over and do 30 on the other side. If that's too easy, come up into a high plank onto this hand. Again, your feet, my left foot still on top of my right foot here, and then you're just dropping your hips as low as you can. Keep this shoulder stacked on top of this elbow, and then pick up. It'll just give you more range of motion, which in turn will make it harder for you if you need that. If not, do it on your forearms and go from there. Again, it's 30 per side. It is 5 rounds for time. I'm not putting time caps on anything that's a rounds for time. If you run into your own time cap and you have to finish, then finish wherever you do. If not, get after it for all 5 rounds. When I post this video, I'll post the next Yogi Paradiso video. She posted a vinyasa flow, and in that she mentions you can basically do it whenever. You can do it in the morning as you wake up. You can do it before a workout. You can do it after a workout. You can do all 3 of them. She explains in the beginning what vinyasa flow is. So take a look at that, and I'll post both of them. I don't really have anything else. I hope to see you all soon. Bye.